attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon. This is Meg Fitz with Greater Des Moines Partnership, and I want to thank you for joining us today for the webinar on video content. And I also want to thank AMA Iowa for partnering with us on this webinar. I think we're actually going to just start right out of the gate with showing a quick video here. So enjoy this for a moment, and then I'll come back and introduce our speaker and give you some updates on logistics.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Brad Argo. That was just a quick demo of our sizzle reel for Blur. You can kind of get a good idea what type of projects we work on and some of the clients we work with. I just want to say thanks for everybody for joining, and we are going to have a question or an opportunity for you guys to ask questions throughout the webinar here. I will probably try to talk over some of the videos, but usually when I'm doing something like this, people are sitting in front of me, so it's a little bit different. So feel free to ask questions as we go along, and I will try to answer those when I can. I'm probably going to break a rule that I have is when you're watching a video and listening to something different, your ear and your eye compete, which is a major rule in video production. And try to marry the two so it's harmonious in your brain versus segregating in the respect that you're seeing something and hearing something that does not relate. So I'll try not to do that too much, and I'm not quite sure how the audio is playing through of the webinar, so if one of you just wants to let us know if that sounded normal, if it sounded bad, then I can kind of know how much videos we're going to watch as we kind of go forward here. So the theme of this is why video is important by me. And just to give you a little bit of background about Blur, we're a traditional new media company in the respect that we do PR, media relations, but we also do work with social media and video, obviously, and then distribution of those products among many platforms online. Our group of people, we have 6 employees. We're all former journalists who worked either as videographers, editors, field producers, directors, things of that nature. But we learned really kind of how to tell stories, and that's why we really have an emphasis on content, which is a little bit more about what I'll talk about as we kind of get going on this. Essentially is building content that allows the viewer to know who you are, what you do, what services and products you offer, who you help, and that can be achieved very quickly and easily through form of video. We've been operating for just about 6 years. So this is our homepage, just a screen capture, so I can't be too interactive with this. But you can see on the front page right there, we have a video that was the video that you guys just watched. Also, we have 3 thumbnails of different styles of videos that we have. But I also didn't want to just talk about how awesome video is because I do video, and that's obvious. I want everyone to do more video, and hopefully through us, but I know that's not the case. So to kind of relate to you guys a little bit more, I also am a small business owner, and I have 2 small companies. One is Argwood Ventures, and I've muted the audio for this video, but you can kind of watch along. It's a small company that I own, and we take people on guided and unguided trips for canoeing, kayaking, climbing, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and fly fishing. So this is a video that I did with a local company, Bedowers. They wanted to showcase some of the products that they offer in their store, and I kind of wanted to show what a typical trip looked like for people when they went fishing. So it was kind of a combination of the two. And considering I still do videos, I figured it would be a good way to kind of couple the two and showcase that on our site. So again, a good way just to kind of show people the outdoors, people enjoying the outdoors, but also you can see a few times where do some product placement with different things that they may offer at Bedowers, which is a really neat store. The other company is Ricochet. It is a hardest to explain, but it's a BYOB game room where we allow people to come into our 8,000 square foot space. We have 6 ping pong tables, 4 dartboard tables. We have foosball, darts. I'm actually trying to watch the video and talk at the same time. It's actually not too easy, which is a good place to come in. You pay a very little bit amount of money to come in, and once you're in, all the games are free. And it's quite fun. So we just put this little short commercial together that we used on social media, and the amount of attention the commercial got, even though it was, shoot, I think only about 40 seconds long, was staggering. How many people that we had call us that day, email us that day for reservations, potential renters, things of that nature. And it was really something that Jeff, who works at Blur Media with me, we just kind of put together in a few short hours. Just some numbers here, and some of these, I should actually start off and preface by saying I'm a video guy, not a designer by any means, so as you're watching this, I hope you're not going to look for anything too impressive when it comes to my PowerPoint skills here. This just pretty much just kind of puts things in perspective of how video marketing really increases sales and leads. Essentially, if you put a video out there or on your homepage, website, anywhere, you're just going to have higher click-through rates and higher conversation or conversion rate. And really, that is the case. And like I said, I found that in the Ricochet video that we did. And essentially, saying you guys are out there doing a lot, maybe mailings, direct emails. Why wouldn't you do something more with video? I do understand that each company, and I know we have several companies with us today, ranging from larger companies to startup companies. I know that each one has a need for specific videos. Some are updated videos, some are testimonials. We're going to get into that here later on, but if you do have questions about what type of videos that would be best for your company, please think of that and just shoot us a question. So this statistic, a lot of people know and some people don't, but YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Now I know that Google and YouTube have kind of married, but it also reflects a lot, people want to learn, and a lot of times people want to learn something quickly. Like, example would be, how do I put in a car battery? A lot of people nowadays aren't going to Google to ask that question. They go to YouTube because they can find a video and have someone actually show them how to go about doing that. Because of this, YouTube gets about 1 billion hits a month, which is a staggering number. Again, apologize for the lack of design skills here, but just talking really about how video has doubled. We've been in business 6 years, and when I started doing presentations about how important videos were, people weren't even doing videos on their homepage. It was really a thought as social media was becoming more prevalent at the time. How can I be out there more? How can I do this? But in the 6 years we've been in business, we've seen that almost double year after year after year, and companies that never ever would have thought about doing videos now are doing videos, and sometimes up to 3 a month. This is a graph showing kind of conversion rates. This is a graph to show people's response to something specific, either contact us, but a video, a white paper, a case study. This is the percentage of people that went to do something after they received that. So after someone watched the video, it was 90% of people were more apt to go to the website to learn more, to read more, to learn more about your company. And these numbers here actually kind of just back that up. Percentage of internet users recall watching a video ad in the past 30 days, and people who took action after viewing the ad. Most people would look for more information, visit the website, like I mentioned, go to the actual company, storefront, things of that nature, and 12% actually went and purchased the specific product featured in the ad. In short, numbers kind of bug me. We try to keep those out of videos because they're just kind of easy to glaze over. But in short, videos are engaging, and there's a lot of psychology that have went into why people pay so much attention to videos. Part of it is the psychology of people watching others, their facial expressions, things like that. But they're also short, and they're very quickly informative of what you're trying to say, who you're trying to say it to, the products you're offering, the services you're providing. In some cases, if we're working with like nonprofits, a lot of people are wanting to find ways to give money to these nonprofits, but quickly knowing who they are, who they serve, is very, very important for those nonprofits, and videos have really helped those types of companies and organizations. And videos also really should be part of your overall marketing plan. Like I said, you've taken the time to really work on your brand. You've taken the time to build a solid website, all your print materials, billboards, things of that nature, all have continuity. And now you're really kind of looking at how can we increase this? How can we keep informing people about what we do? Because I say this a lot. I'm not sure if it's the billboard I saw, the commercial that I watched, the direct mail that I got, the email. It's kind of all those work in conjunction as to why I want to work with a company. So I really do feel that videos should be part of that full marketing plan. And another important part of this too is to make sure that the videos reflect your brand. A lot of times, and I don't see this as much now as I did a year or two ago, like I mentioned, people were spending all this time building a beautiful website, great design, and they would maybe do a video of their own, and it just would fall short of the professionalism that went through everything involving their marketing plan. So it's something to kind of really keep in mind, that these videos, the videos that you're choosing to put out there for people to see, really do reflect your brand. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to produce videos at the end of this, and also time for you guys to ask some more questions. So really kind of, how do we get started? in videos, and this is really where I'm looking to get a lot of questions. Most times I'm pointing around the room to see how people have used videos up to this point. So I'm going to give some examples of the types of videos that I feel are really important for people to have and look at using in their marketing plans. A homepage video is essentially, like it is, it's a video that sits on your homepage. Sometimes it's a surprise. It's like, oh wow, they have a video, I'm going to watch it. A lot of people are going to do that first off. They're going to watch the video and they're going to see if they can click through and learn some more about it. So this is a product called Nest, and someone mentioned this to me. I researched it, I saw that they had a video, and I watched it. So we're actually going to watch this real quick, and it doesn't have audio, so we don't need to worry too much about the audio quality on this one. So again, it's just a short homepage video, and someone actually had mentioned to me really about that product, and I was so curious to learn more about it that I watched it and have since purchased a product just because I thought for so long, why do thermostats have to be so darn complicated? I have to read the book. Even after reading the book, it seems like I can't program it the way I wanted it to, and here's this very simple thermostat that you can control with your phone, program through your phone. It's just, I'm going to brag about the product just because I liked it so much, but, watching a short little video like that lets you know how it's used, lets you know that your iPhone can control it by not even having to say anything. Just really simple audio, background audio, some good visualizations, and some text that just lets you know how to use it. Now, there's all types of homepage videos. There's sometimes where, let's say, you're a realtor or you're an attorney. A lot of times people just want to see what you look like and put a face with a name. So we do a lot of those with Blur. People just really want to introduce themselves online. And that's probably the most common, but I wanted to show you that one just because it did get a little more in-depth. So I'm going to mute this for now so you can hear me. This is a marketing video that we put together for the Playhouse, and it really talks about why it's important. And so this was used to inform people that didn't know about the Playhouse, what they did, but it was also a fundraising, capital campaign, if you will, to talk about how ingrained it is into the community, the people that have participated in it. So again, it kind of goes back to that, who you are, what services you provide, and this is a little neat too, just because you get to hear from these people that it essentially changed your lives. So I'm just going to turn the audio up just for a little bit so you guys can hear it, and I'll be back in a second.
A thriving arts community has a fabric. There are anchor components of that fabric that are both colorful and strong, that make the fabric strong and beautiful. And that one of those threads is, of course, the community Playhouse.
I truly think there are a lot of people who find themselves here. I think whether you're a child or whether you're an adult, there are ways that people fit in inside these walls that they may not fit in anywhere else in their lives. And in some cases, it saves people. There aren't a lot of opportunities like theater, community theater, that can do that kind of thing.
Started out at the old community theater. At that time it had a different name, even in an old church. It was a fun place to do shows. If you had an entrance on stage left, you had to go outside the building, up a fire escape, which was fine in the summertime.
I had so many great and gung-ho people that wanted to be in the show. There was one girl I couldn't not put in, has this amazing giant voice inside of her. And because she's never really been pushed to use it, she had no idea it even existed.
I really do like this video, but in the sake of everyone's time, go ahead and just kind of mute that now so you can continue to watch it. So I gave you a little bit of the history. You've got to hear from a few people and really let you connect with these people in this organization in a very wholesome way. And that's, really important. We have to sit down and talk through these things with our clients. And the same things that you should be thinking about before you do a video. It's like, what do we really want to say? What do we want to feature? Come up with an outline. You don't have to get so geeked out where you put together a storyboard by any means, but finding videos that you liked, why you like them. Like I said, write an outline, the things that really make you separate from your competitors, things of that nature. And this video is long, and I talk a lot about marketing videos with clients too. That I think it's really good to do a longer marketing video that sets on your website, because if someone's on your website, they're already interested. They want to learn more, and that's where a longer video can set. However, I would always recommend if you're going to post something to social media, or if you're going to post something to another platform, you would do a cut-down version about a minute long. Now, it's really going to kind of tear out a lot of that personalization that you maybe were able to leave into a longer video, but it's going to make it digestible for people, and you really want people to get all the way through a video. And they used to say, don't make these longer than a pop song, but every year that goes by and the more videos that flood the market, the shorter and more concise they need to be. So, in the Ricochet video that we watched earlier, that was about 30, 40 seconds long, and that's about all really people have time to watch anything, unless they're really trying to get to know you more. And that's really the point of having a longer marketing video. Put it all in there, let people really understand who you are and what you're about. So I'm going to skip down to the next, and this is really events and donors. Now, I know not everybody here has a company that's large enough where you're going to hold an event, but some small businesses will occasionally have an open house or try to appeal to some donors that may be wanting to invest in their organization or company. This is a video that we did for the Des Moines Partnership, and it was for their annual dinner. It's really great. I wish we could have the audio up, but I'm just going to kind of chat over this because it does have some visuals here that lets you kind of see kind of what we're going at. But again, this is a little bit longer video, but again, it's very similar to a marketing video, but it's usually centered around a specific event, which usually has a call to action. If people are at your open house, you want them to sign up for your newsletter, or you just want to be able to engage them, this is really the type of video that you would use for that. I'm going to keep moving along here so we have some time at the end for some more questions. Occasionally you have a partnership. For instance, Sodexo works with Drake University, and they wanted to do a video just to kind of outline that partnership, how well they work together. We also do all the video work for the Iowa Speedway. And Iowa Speedway has several companies that they work with as sponsors. On occasion, we'll do a video for them to kind of show how much visualization that a particular company got on race day, for example. So it's all their banners, all their pins, all their shirts, how it just really fills up the entire speedway, so they can better understand, where their investment went to, how many people they got to reach, because not everything you get analytics for. So this was just kind of, a partnership video to kind of show how that works, And again, I kind of wish we had a little more time to turn this up, but I'm going to keep going here. Testimonial video is also probably one of the most popular type of videos and the types of videos that people, I think, comes to mind. Print testimonials work great. Video testimonials are even better. I'm actually going to talk over just for the first part of this because this particular video, we talk a little bit about the company. This was like one of the first videos that Blur did, by the way, so don't critique me too much. But it was a really fun video, and it talks a little bit about their company, so you understand. And right here, you're kind of seeing the their grounds where they have everything, so it kind of gives you a perspective of how large their company is, what they have to offer. But here in a little bit, I'm going to turn the audio up so you can hear some of the great things that the clients had to say about this company.
From initial consultation to education about the process and their products to follow up with customers, Terrascape is with you every step of the process.
Well, when he showed up, I right away, I felt like he listened to me. He listened to what I wanted to accomplish in the front. I didn't know how to get there. He put the drawings together, put a key on the drawings that showed me what plants would go where, and then I went out to the nursery and got in his little vehicle and drove all through the plants and trees, and he showed me what this kind of palm was, what that kind was, what this plant was.
Wanda Cooksey, like Terrascape's other customers, is amazed by the transformation of her property. A stunning outdoor living space and patio, a perfect location to entertain family and guests.
So you can kind of learn a little bit more about the company as well in these testimonials, but you could also do something very simple where it's just someone talking about your company and those sound bites just kind of butted up with each other. It doesn't have to be too fancy. The big thing is people can relate to others, and I like print testimonials. It's not that we've never used those. But I think there is a sense with people that's like, well, anybody could have written that. When I watch someone deliver a soundbite in an interview, and you can tell they're not reading up a teleprompter, that they're very genuine, a lot of good comes from that. And I would say pretty much every company we've done work with, we've recommended do testimonials just because how engaging they are with potential customers and exactly how you relate to these people, and it just seems a lot more genuine that way. How-to video. This is not always common, but sometimes there are products that just aren't easy to explain, and you have to show them in a video. We actually do a lot of agriculture videos because those aren't the easiest to explain. And I love those types of videos, the ones that are challenging, the one that kind of force us to figure out the best way to go about showing them visually. And here you can see we're using animation because, sometimes you can't even show it in video. Sometimes you kind of need animation to do that. And there are more and more ways that you can showcase products and show kind of how to do certain videos. So this app just kind of this video just kind of walks you through the app, how easy it is to use, how it works. This was built for vendors for goodsmiths. So this is just kind of showing you some of the benefits of using this app. And again, sorry we couldn't have the audio up for that, but just kind of trying to get through these. Some other videos that you can really think about are updated videos. We have clients that want to keep either internal communication updated internally within their company or organization. But it could also be with donors. It could be with partners, other things like that. Instructional videos. These are also very important if you have a company that you have to put together. You have a large staff, and you maybe can't personally train everybody, but to give them kind of a leg up before they start, you can watch some instructional videos to kind of get them better, and I should say more knowledgeable about what services, programs, machines, whatever they may be using. Thank you videos are also a nice way to kind of wrap up an event that you did, to say thank you to everyone who came out, thank you to the donors, thank you for the city of Des Moines, whoever may be helped out for that specific event or campaign. And commercials probably the easiest one to know about, but kind of what type of commercial it is, how long it is, where it sets, things like that. But commercials are also a very effective video. So talk a little bit about how to distribute and kind of distribution. So one thing that Blur, when we first started, we were primarily just a video production company, and people would come to us and say, we're going to do this video, can you do this for us? And of course, as a startup company, we said, yes, we can do that. But quickly after that, we didn't really understand where all of our clients were going to be putting these videos. And since then, we've really sat down and thought, who are you trying to target? Where is this going to set? And based on that, we're going to produce maybe the same video, but do it 3 different ways for different platforms to put it on, because the demographics are just that much different. Now, in the 50s, you could do a commercial and put it on one of the 2 or 3 stations that were up and going, and you would reach a large percent of the market. And now we're really spread out. It's a lot different, which is why video is so nice right now, is because you can produce a longer marketing video, put it on your website for people to know about you. You can also do some shorter ones, put them on, Facebook, you could put them on Twitter, and there are just so many different platforms. You put them on your blog. This is all going to help you in SEO, and I know I haven't really said much about SEO up to this point, but I'm going to here in a second. Wanted to first kind of talk about what I recommend as far as companies in use of where to put your videos. I always tell people to go ahead and post it to YouTube. It's really simple. It goes through your Google account. Now you have to actually have a Google account, which isn't a lot of fun, but most people do these days. So it just makes it really easy to post things. And again, it is the second largest search engine because people will be able to find you. So a big thing too, I put here like use keywords. Regarding SEO and even a little bit of branding, you think a lot about what's your slogan, what are you trying to say. If people are going to search for your product or service, how are they going to search for it? What keywords are they going to use? So when you're writing blogs, you want to keep that in mind. I think this is something that a lot of people know, but if not, we want to try to stay consistent with those keywords. Keywords that we would use, for example, would be Des Moines video production or video production Des Moines, because that's typically what someone's going to search for here in Des Moines. So we want to really try to use those keywords in our blogs. We also want to use those in the title of your videos and keywords that you are allowed to enter in after you post a video. Also put down here upload script or transcript. Now this is actually a tip that I don't typically give away for free, but I wanted to let you guys know about this just because we're talking about keywords. Now let's say in your script Blur said if you're looking for video production in Des Moines, contact Blur Media, and that is said kind of throughout our script, the video that we've posted to YouTube. So when someone's actually searching for you and you're using those keywords in your actual script, that'll actually pull metadata from the script posted on YouTube and find your search that much, or help you find that search much better. Help people find your company because those keywords are not only in your title, they're in your blogs, but they're also in the script itself. Once you've posted to YouTube, then that's really when you can embed those videos to social media, websites, and blogs. So the nice thing is you can use the analytics from YouTube. So this is kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. This is just my personal YouTube account. I produced a short documentary about Iowa youth wrestling, and it has about 50,000 hits. And you can see right now the performance is down, my estimated minutes watched are down, subscribers are down. I have just not done anything with this video. I haven't posted anywhere. Now, if I would have shown the same analytic during the state wrestling tournament, it would have been a much different thing. There are a few different blogs that that use this video when talking about Iowa's dominance in wrestling, so hopefully you don't have any Penn State fans listening right now. It's a really neat video, and I used really like topical events to push my video out to get more traction at certain times. So haven't done that obviously on this video in a while, but that is one nice thing you can get in here. You can see who has watched your videos, what the demographics are, geographically where they're positioned in the United States or throughout the world. It just lets you know where and how many people have watched your specific video. So I'm actually going to go back up to this for a little bit because I'm kind of getting close to the end, and it's about 12:40, and I really do want to be able to answer some questions from you. But I did want to make mention that one of the services that Blur provides is video training. So this is like a preliminary, I guess, presentation to why video is important. And a lot of people nowadays, companies, whether they're small or large, are wanting to do videos on their own. And we saw the writing on the wall for that point probably about 3 or 4 years ago when we had smaller companies come in and just say, I'm looking to produce a video a week or 2 videos a month. And sometimes that's just not feasible for companies to afford. But nowadays with larger companies, they already have someone in their company using social media, helping out, doing photos for the website, updating the website. Now we're actually training those people within those companies and organizations to be able to do videos themselves. And again, it all comes back to your brand, so we want to make sure that you have the correct tools to be able to produce these videos in the correct way. So we drink our own punch. So this is a video that we posted to our website just to kind of talk about our product. So I'll go and just let that rip, and you can see what I look like. Unfortunately, this was what I looked like before I got a haircut, so don't laugh too hard.
Everyone has speed, stand by.
Hello, I'm Brad Argo with Blur Media. Thanks for visiting our site and your interest in video training. If your company is looking to produce videos, consider using Blur to get you set up right. We will save you time and money with equipment purchases, producing, workflow, and give you ideas of where and how to place your videos online. We train everyone, from Fortune 500 companies to nonprofit startups and people from all skill levels. Whether you're training on a DSLR or an iPhone, we'll give you the skills to execute your vision. Our sessions will make your business produce better videos and reflect the brand you worked so hard to build. Everyone on our staff has been working in either broadcast journalism or production for over 15 years. That's experience in separate fields such as producing, writing, shooting, and editing. Not only is this service highly educational, it's fun and hands-on. Our sessions include how to make videos work for you, producing 101, basic camera usage, and HD editing. We also have a class for companies just looking to improve upon their workflow and asset storage. If you'd like to learn more about video training and how you can produce better quality videos, give us a shout today. Thanks for your time. We hope to hear from you soon. So that's really kind of the end of the webinar. I posted my contact information here on our website. In case you do have questions regarding video training or any questions regarding video production, we'd be proud to answer your questions.
Great, thank you, Brad. Some great information and even some kind of insider tips there. That's really wonderful information. So if you do have questions, go ahead and type those in on the right-hand side of the dashboard that would have popped up when you logged in, and we'll have Brad answer those before we wrap up here today. You know, in planning this, I know one of the stats I came across was that people are much more likely to watch a video than they are to read a blog post or even maybe an article that's on your website. Which is perhaps a change from the last decade, but I know we've, as a partnership, been really sensitive to that too and are trying to use video in more ways. And one of those would be our annual report, which you actually showed a clip of that earlier. 8 years ago, we would have published probably a 12-page annual report that no one would have read. And instead now we have, I think, a 3 or 4 minute video that is much, much more engaging, and we've got a lot of really great remarks. So as Brad kind of talked through, there's just a wide variety of things that you can do with this, and different stories you can tell and messages that you can get across in a really engaging sort of way. So, and then a variety of skill sets too on your demo. You can from using an iPhone to using a DSLR, so you don't have to have all of the fancy gadgets, right, to get started.
Exactly. And really, these videos, really allowing them to kind of work for you. If you have a salesperson out there spending a lot of time kind of, beating down the doors, videos can be kind of working for you 24/7. They're always out there. If you've posted on YouTube, people can easily find them on a search. But if someone stumbles across your company and goes to your site, again, that's just information that you can easily get to somebody with very little effort. Well, we're not really seeing too many questions. Either I did just a stupendous job of answering any questions you may have had. But if something does happen to come up and you guys do have questions, I will go ahead and just leave this slide up here for a little while, and feel free to shoot me any questions you may have down the road.
And thanks again to members of Greater Des Moines Partnership and AMA Iowa for participating in today's webinar. And this will be posted online later for, I know we have a few folks that weren't able to dial in over lunch. But thank you for sharing your info with us, and have a great day.